Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the European Grand Campaign event. It should be a good one. We have two awesome maps. Our first map being Hills Counterattack. You're seeing an overview of that map right now. And then our second map is the Eastwood Skirmish. Both very open maps, except Eastwood Skirmish has a little forest area that you can see in the back there. So it'll be interesting to see if any fighting goes there. And our teams for today on the Union Campaign, we have the 1st Delaware leading the Union Campaign's piece today. We have the Iron Brigade, Pennsylvania Army, 42nd Pennsylvania, 9th Corps, Army of Northern Virginia, and the Massachusetts Marauders. The Army of Northern Virginia is on the Union Campaign team for balancing, but normally they're on the Confederate Campaign. And on the Confederate Campaign today, we have 14th LA from Rebel 2nd Corps, who is leading the CSA piece. We also have the 1st Virginia Cavalry, Peach Corps, which consists of the 24th Georgia and the 13th Georgia. We have the United Alaskan Front, Hood's Division, and I Corps, which consists of Walker's Division and the Anderson's Brigade. So the Confederate Campaign will be playing Union the first round, and then the Confederate Campaign will be playing CSA the second round. Union Campaign will be playing CSA first round, and then they'll be playing USA the second round. With that all being said, join the European Grand Campaign Discord for more updates on the campaign, and I hope you enjoy this event. Here we are with the first round Hills Counterattack. We have a huge team with us today. I love to see it. We have Asgardian Eagle, who is myself, announcing with Pagan, and then we also have McPhail, who is playing on the CSA side. His view is on the top right of your screen, and on the top left we have Lakota Wolf playing as Union. How is everyone doing today?
Can't complain. It's a good day for some War Rush, especially Hills Counterattack. This is always a fun map to play on from both perspectives.
It is indeed. So, I know, Pagan, you play more artillery, but do you know what the usual CSA strategy is on Hills Counterattack in terms of infantry?
Honestly, yeah. I used to be a pub officer, one of the big ones back in the day, and the best way for CSA to take advantage of this is to keep that unit from the woods, push through the woods completely, and then have them in a crossfire the entire time. Once those Yankees have those woods, this is what you're looking at right now, they can fire down on top of every single CSA reg across the map. So you need to get those guys out of that corner and force them to sit in their spawn or in their corn to your right and just get them in a crossfire the entire time. If not, they're going to be running around this map like crazy. They also need to take advantage of their artillery because they do have artillery, which the Yankees don't. Artillery on this map can make it or break it by throwing case into those woods.
Yeah. So we see Iron, and yeah, obviously Union, they just have to hold down. They can't let the Confederates cap too often because that'll just drain everyone's tickets down. Yeah, that's really it. Union needs to hold that top position. Let's look at the Union defense quickly. In the meantime, we have the 24th Georgia holding off on the far left side, which I saw some of I Corps. We see some Confederates pushing up behind them. The PA, they're going to get some beautiful shots here on the 24th. They only hit one. Two.
That's the entire volley.
We could see we have 42nd PA on the point capping. A lot of Union actually not holding this middle area.
Yep.
They're holding back. And now we have ANV with Killer in lead hitting the first VA Cav.
It's one of my favorite parts about the woods, the fact that this little tree right here, you know there's going to be a unit on the other side of it, and it's usually fun banter between those two units.
Yeah, for sure. So ANV is just taking shots and not approaching. First VA Cav falling back. We can see the UAF pushing up in the middle, and then HC is holding really far back with Rebel 2nd Corps. We can cut to our Confederate player's perspective here as he begins to push forward here, and they're going to slam right into the UAF, but he goes down.
I don't think they realize they hopped the fence.
Oh, Confederates, ANV is going to get wiped here, but their aggressiveness distracted the Union for the most part, and now counterattack begins this quickly. This is good for the CSA.
Not to mention, back there in the woods, I did see another CSA regiment coming up that line, seeing they can get reinforcements to do that prod. It's going to be a major melee fight right here.
Yeah, who is that? That is the IB slamming into the UAF. HD is now slowly pushing in. We can see 18th Georgia doing that. I apologize for the out of bounds thing. But I think Union's going to be able to hold this.
Yeah, they funneled their way in. You can't piecemeal like the way that fucking IB did with this. Because as you see right there, Hood's Division, they all have those bucking balls, and that's going to tear apart a unit running in a straight line.
And they say it in such a straight line, too, that they're able to to hold that pretty well. We have Lee Ferrick here. He's in the tree.
Wait, how did he? Oh, you can jump that fence right there and get in the tree.
So Lee Ferrick doing things. So we saw the Peach Corps and I Corps, they pushed in the middle here, but they did get wiped. So Confederates have the point in their possession. Union needs to retake this point as quickly as possible so that they can regain as many tickets as possible. Also, the fact that they wiped 2 decently sized rebel groups, so they should try to push it now before they can get in firmer positions and get more kills.
Yeah, you got that right there at the bottom of your screen. You got those Yankees. All they need to do is get into the corn and fire out. There's no cover in that field for any of the Rebs sitting in the corn in that little wheat field. There's no cover for them, which is why this is an urgent matter because, you know, CSA, you just hold on that snake fence area, you can shoot into them as they try to get point because your bullets go straight through all that cover.
Exactly. So, if you don't know, if the defending team retakes the point in a counterattack, they regain tickets depending on where the attacker's total amount of tickets are. If they have list tickets in the attackers, they will regain tickets up to the attacker's amount, which is why you want to retake point as quickly as possible. Because the longer this counterattack goes, both sides are taking more and more losses. The attackers are losing tickets, the Confederates are. So you won't be able to regain as high of a number of tickets by waiting a while. Maybe they're just trying to avoid casualties for the sake of campaign. I don't know. But in terms of just winning the battle, regardless of casualties, they need to retake the point as quickly as they can. So, let's see. We have...
Confederates seem to be pushing the woods again.
They are. The Confederates not stopping here despite the counterattack. They really want to draw everyone's tickets down, and I like to see that. So, let's see. Is this... That was
I'm moving with Preacher. We're making a move.
All right.
Yeah, they're all going to be hanging out right there. Ooh, that is a lot of Yankees on that right side.
It is. Preacher getting up there in the right time. They missed a lot of those shots. Confederates also missed a lot of their shots. They all overshot. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the one thing when it comes to these muskets here in War of Rights. People don't realize your musket's automatically set to 100 meters / 100 yards. Anything like less than that, you got to lower that gun. Otherwise, if you try to aim for their stomach height, you're going to shoot over them every time.
Exactly. So we have more Union pulling in from the center to push the ANV. They're not charging. They're both kind of just sitting and kind of shooting.
Sergeant Sharp killed somebody. Sergeant Sharp ran up and killed somebody. He's running away.
He's going to get away. Ain't no way.
Man just got away with murder in front of the entire CSA line right there.
What a man. We have Tyndall pushing up further, trying to kill these Rebel 2nd Corps guys that are slamming into their side. But these guys are so spread out. Oh, and is this ANV? It is. ANV is now moving up this flank. Is anything happening on the other side of the field? Nope, just point-blank shots for now. But over here, it's really a standstill until now. Oh, my goodness.
About to be another major melee.
Yeah, here they go. Got McPhail in the midst of the charge. You can see his screen right now.
I'm gonna kill the guy playing music. Oh no, he got me. Oh, I got team killed.
No! Still, charging is going on. Union hitting engaged. Not too surprising because of how aggressive the Confederates are being right now.
Which right now the Confederates have that play in it. 15 minutes left in the round on that attack time. And on Hills, it's a heavy Confederate map when it comes to the tickets. The CSA has a lot more tickets to play with than the Union does, which is why the Union needs to stay on top of that cap point.
Exactly. We could see VA Cav coming up here, getting more volleys. They're now holding instead of falling back. So they are now holding while the HD and UAF reform. Let's quickly check on this side of the battlefield. I think this is Peach Corps and I Corps. Oh, we see I Corps and so, yep. So they're holding the court. It looks like a lot of them got shot down by the PA here on the far right side. Lakota Wolf, how's the Union feeling right now, trying to hold that corner position? Do you know when you guys are going to try to retake the point?
They seem pretty comfortable at this point, just shooting it out for a little bit. I think they might try to be getting them down a little bit more before they recap, but right now they seem pretty content on just shooting at them.
How is the morale doing on the Union team?
Morale seems really high over here. Seems like everybody's having a lot of fun. Everybody's having a good time.
That is good to hear. Thank you for that. On our overview here, Confederates haven't really charged in much. They're kind of reforming there.
Which they've honestly missed it. They could have easily wiped out and took that corner, but they've let the Union reinforce that little corner right there, and now that the Union has more force over there to reclaim that woods hill.
That Union could charge and take that.
Oh yeah, the Union has the ones has a lot more forces to clear out that woods area. Even though I think that is A and B coming back out in the field again. A and B is probably going to do that little L formation in the field.
40 seconds.
I wish I could tell you what they're doing, but they're not speaking much in game.
Yeah, that's one thing when it comes to these events is a lot of the stuff's being spoken in TeamSpeak, Steam Chat, and Discord.
Yeah. So, but McPhail, how is the CSA feeling? Is anyone else talking? Like, how are the players feeling? Are they happy, sad? What's going on?
There's not a whole lot of talking at all, actually. So overall, it seems like they're pretty confident, which they probably should be. I mean, battle ready, engaged.
That is very, very true. Thank you for that. So, yeah, we're 7.5 minutes into this 20-minute counterattack. Union's beginning to make moves towards the center point here. We have I-Corps guys here, the first to get on point, but that's probably going to be followed up by Peach Corps here, which is the 13th and 24th. The Rebel 2nd Corps is holding up on the fence. They need to move out with them. You can also see, I think that's probably UAF. Yep, UAF pushing up here. Trying to get some angles on these guys in the woods, but
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed in the artillery right now. There's not been many shots for effect. Like right now, you have two major targets where you'd be slamming into them. Exactly. Artillery's not as effective as you would want on a Hills counterattack.
CSA's not giving up point.
No, they're not. You can see they're steamlining it right to the point.
Yeah, but they just gave up the entire wood line. You see the Yankees are filling in that back line to fire right down on top of them.
Yeah, they are. So even if Confederates win this, that might not even matter in the long run.
It's gonna be a costly offensive right here because they're gonna be shot. They're gonna be shot to shit through these trees.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, though, right? If they all charge out and die like this, they're ahead on tickets right now. So by them charging out and dying like this, the Union won't be able to regain as much. Maybe that's what they're thinking as well. On top of just trying to hold the point, which it looks like they're going to lose. Union splitting up in the two groups here. We're about to see a melee up on top of there. Union's going to win on the point. And I think Union might win up here. They should. Confederates are really spread out in this charge.
Yeah, they're... I don't think everybody fully communicated on what they were planning on.
But we still have 41 minutes. Both sides are going to be at a very high engaged. So that counterattack did what it needed to do. Brought both sides down. So the defenders are closer to breaking in last stand. So that the attackers can just cap point and win. So we have Iron Brigade getting respawns. They do have a flag. The bus here.
Yeah, I'm
taking...
confused on what. What revolvers he's using actually? What is? Of course, he just put it away.
Take it back out.
Like I want to know what revolver that is, because if it's not a Lamat or a Walker, you're not hitting those shots.
So point is recapped. The clock continues.
The artillery was so late on those shots. Late and short, probably 30 yards. That's a disappointing little view right there, because that could have really turned the tide getting those guys hit as they're trying to run away. Exactly.
Are there more? There's probably going to be more opportunities. I won't be surprised if we see another cap here. So we have PA sitting on this side of the fence. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was very confused.
Yeah, I'm like,
because they have an entire regiment coming down that little corner, and you're open with no cover.
Confederates have pulled off this wooded area. They're falling back probably to reform. So we're probably going to have a couple minutes here where nothing happens. Except for over here. More just some...
Yeah, these
shots.
two regiments right here, they've been just doing a shooting gallery between each other for the last 10 minutes.
Got it. Are you talking about PA?
Yep.
I think so, yeah. PA and the Peach Corps over here.
So something to know about PA, I'm over here with them now, and they've got a captain leading and not their regional major, so I'm wondering if he's being a little cautious.
Could have been. Maybe they were talking in Steam chat or something, trying to figure out if they wanted to cap the point, which is why he was halfway. I don't know. We'll find out soon, though. Point is going down, but that's just natural decay. No Confederates are on there, as you can see. But Union pushing farther up into the woods, farther than we have normally seen on this map. Looks like A and V is pushing up a little more. Are they doing rising volleys? Looks like they are.
It's actually that was a really nice little volley. Hit 3 or 4 men. Halted a couple again on that jump over.
It was very crisp. Well, probably, I hope to see the Confederates try to be as aggressive as they were at the beginning. I mean, 38.5 minutes left. I mean, maybe shoot them down the breaking within 38 minutes, but it'll be slow and tedious.
On a hill, that's not... I wouldn't say so. That's a tough objective to see because you're going to be engaging in over 200-yard shots every time unless you're like right here. Like, it's going to be shots that you're not going to be able to shoot them.
Yeah, no. I mean...
Their best bet would take these units right here on this little left side and just push through the woods and pull those dudes out. Because you got enough dudes on this left to do some damage on that wood outline.
Exactly. You never win matches by sitting back and shooting. I mean, it takes
some matches you do. Some matches you do.
Puppies.
Yeah, tell me about it. We're not going to mention puppies. That's a debate for another day.
Yeah. So we have 1st Delaware with... Are they 12 South Carolina? They have to be.
Independent?
Yeah.
They are.
So we have 1st Delaware pushing the furthest up. You saw A and V doing their rising volleys. Again, Confederates pushing towards the middle here. It is the 42nd PA. I think we saw them do this earlier, so they're going to try to knock both sides down to taking losses here.
Honestly, those PA boys, they can move up to that next fence line and get some better shots. They have the numbers against those boys in the corn.
Yes, they do.
Like, they have those numbers. Yeah, because what those the Peach Corps boys are doing, they're using the corn as cover because they know they can't sit on that fence line and fight it out. Actually, no, they're pulling out. They're pulling out to get better shots.
Or maybe... Are they is Union gonna form up and just try to take?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Peach Corps is about to move up with Hood over there on that little corner and get ready to push down and through the field.
Yeah, they're holding there right now. So we have UAF falling.
Nope.
Doing a little bait. AMV pushing in. I don't think they baited them in. I think that's just coincidence, but it's funny.
Yeah, I don't really think it's bad. I think it's more like miscommunication, realizing there's more men over there that they didn't want to go for.
Probably 40 seconds.
You got PA and A and B both going in.
We also see Iron Brigade and now 1st Delaware is pushing in.
Oh, they're full sending this. They're full sending this left side.
42nd PA is very, very spread out. A and V and 1st Delaware are getting their shots. Now they're going in. Confederates are very spread out, and now we see the Iron Brigade now pushing in.
Yeah, right,
that was a very
right
spread out
backside. Yeah. It's actually what you really want to do is CSA, especially when you're going against guys who have bucking balls. Spread your men out. One bucking ball can take out 5 men.
It's a fair point that I didn't think about.
Yeah, when you're going against... There's these 2 regiments here. Don't know the actual regiment's names, but it's the 2 with the red hats. Hood's Plain is one of them. They all got them 42s, and those are just mean to clump up on.
So now, 1st VA Cav is engaging. You can see Lakota Wolf.
Get out there, Lakota. Look at him. Go, Lakota, go.
Oh, he gets the kill.
Yeah, there's Preacher down below screaming.
Lakota's getting some kills, but goes down.
He went straight into the line.
He wanted that, man. So that was
all your boys stayed back. That was a good effort by the CSA on that charge. Wiped them out of that side, and now they can shoot down on top of these boys.
I think they tried to pre-cap point a little to bait the Union out so they could do that and get more Union. Confederate artillery missing. But yeah, Union's really drawn out. Peach Corps and I Corps are holding on point.
There's Peach Corps and PA fighting each other now.
There's some of 9th Corps there, actually. 9th Corps and PA are taking shots at Peach Corps, and they have to fall back. Confederate artillery.
That already is just not doing no work.
Actually, let's look at numbers. Forgot to do that. So it's 115, 112. Confederates have 3 more men. However, Confederates have 11 men on artillery. But that doesn't even matter because they're winning all these charges.
Oh yeah, they're down probably 9 men in total, and it'd be different if artillery was being effective. But I haven't seen no good shots from them. They either overshooting or undershooting and being too delayed on them.
Exactly.
Because like right now, most CSA artilleryans, I know PB is one of them. That tree right there that they're clumped around, most of us can hit a ricochet shot off of those corners and drop a case round right on top of them, and that wipes out most of their offensive sitting there.
So 42nd PA is moving back onto the point. Maybe they're trying this strat again. Not a lot of Confederates left up here though. We have Iron Brigade. Yeah, Iron Brigade's really only left here. 42nd PA pull off. We know PA, and I saw 9th Corps. PA split up into 2 groups here. Nope. I think it's just 9th Corps. There's more 9th Corps than what I saw. Yeah, it's just 9th Corps and PA over here.
9th Corps and PA are on the same flags. That's why they're splitting up like this.
Yeah. 42nd PA is starting to cap. It'll be intriguing to see if they cap. I don't know if they would try to bait them out again. I guess more Confederates are now pushing in. Is this A and V? Yes, it is.
Honestly, this is kind of where the CSA wants to be, pushing them and taking losses, and every CSA infantry reg is set up exactly where you'd want, where you have shots on every single major location.
Confederates shouldn't cap.
Nope, and they pulled off just in time.
Yeah, good. Like, they got lucky.
There's that one dude.
Yeah, no, Union pulled on the point.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, no, that is, like, if they cap the point right now, that could be very risky, because if it's taking losses at the end of that, and Union starts to win on casualties, which Union hasn't won on casualties this whole event so far. CSA has always been on top. It could be risky, but I like them.
It's also hard on the hills to have a Yankee sit there and hold the casualty, unless it's one of those where you're just going into blatant charges.
Yeah.
Like right now, that is a shooting field right there. That's just easy shots for any reg. Just pick them apart. 20 Confederate dollars ever hits that man in the far back. That's 5 free tickets. Artillery's still not being effective. They got the range now, though. They need to move that up probably about 100 yards to the left, and that is a nice, juicy shot in that corner.
Exactly. So we have First Delaware pushing even further forward. I love it.
Yeah, Delaware is a very ballsy organization. They love prodding the attack as best they could.
So Confederates have control of the field, unless Union charges, which I don't think they will, because they haven't won decisively in a charge yet. We're just going to see a shoot down till Union hits a break.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want as the CSA, is having your unit set up like this where you got shots right into them. They're in so many different crossfire lanes with no cover.
Exactly. Union needs to completely pull off the field, hide back here, which I'm pretty sure they could do.
They need to pull back and reinforce.
Yeah, they need to just pull back and force the Confederates to cap.
Yeah, because their plan is not working, which the Confederates are capping. Looks like we got a couple men down there on the cap.
It is First Delaware. They really should not be capping.
But Peach Corps pushing in right now. If I looked on the left side, nope, they're pulling back again because they got shot to shit. They stepped down and immediately got mowed down.
Capping, I mean, it's still a 7-minute, and Confederates have control of the field. Oh, no, they're just pre-capping.
Honestly,
they're pre-capping, okay.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that it may be a thing. Like they see that the Yankee/Union are sitting in this corner and they want to pull them out and shoot them.
Yeah, possibly.
Because there's Peach Corps in the corner pushing on PA right there. Looks like Peach Corps trying to get something put together.
Can you hear anything?
They're moving on close.
Pearl goes down.
Oh, nice set of volleys out of those PA boys.
So, in the meantime,
Behind there, hide.
Lakota Wolf, how is the Union feeling right now in this situation?
So far, morale's still pretty high. Everybody seems feeling pretty good about it. Doesn't seem like Union's taken a horrible amount of losses at this point. I think they're just gonna keep shooting at them.
All right,
They don't feel like they're trying to be rushed into making their moves. They still think they have some room to work with.
Pretty much. Like they don't really seem in too much of a hurry at this point, but I'm sure that'll change here soon.
Confederates had taken losses. Thank you for that, Lakota. McPhail, how are the Confederates feeling right now at this point in the round?
Pretty stellar. I mean, right now, like you guys have been saying, we're just shooting it out, and we have pretty dominant position. Like they have to be out in the open to shoot at us.
Exactly.
Yeah, CSA is playing this the ideal way you want a Hill's counterattack.
Union just needs to pull all the way back to their spawn, force the Confederates to cap, and then try to push the Confederates down the last stand in that 7-minute marker.
If I was the Union, my best bet would be pulling back into spawn, go and reinforce Peach Corps and wipe out those 2 units over there for easy tickets, and then hold that corner and shoot up the field.
That's another idea.
Because like they need the tickets to hold on to it. So you take your units and wipe out PA and 9th Corps over there with Peach Corps who's holding in the corn, and that gives you a free open lane because you got 2 less units are shooting into you. You can maneuver your boys a little better.
Do you think that killing all these guys would allow the Union to catch up in tickets though? I mean, it would make it closer.
It would make it closer, and it would also give them a better, like, it would force the CSA to get out of these prime shooting spots and reinforce those different lanes, and would allow that movement on that left side again. Right now, they are so restricted.
Indeed.
There goes Delaware again.
Yep, pre-capping it. We do. Oh boy, here we go.
How's this one going to turn out?
They're getting very close here.
Yeah. Honestly, Hood should just hold right there. Like, they have the bucking ball advantage on the A and B.
These A and B guys that are charging in independently, those are out of line skirmishing there.
Those are 3 to 5 tickets. Yeah, all those guys right there, are 3 tickets apiece.
Yeah, that's
that guy right there, A and B Hawks, the one that just got killed. He's 5 tickets.
Yeah, I mean all those Union guys. Sure, you're getting kills, but those are information kills.
Boom, right there, officer. That is an out of line officer. Kill him.
Ooh, they capped. All right. 7 minutes. Confederates, again, are in prime position, so it's not like this is a terrible idea. However, it can be risky.
Looks like Union's actually really excited. I just heard Preacher, sound like he was enjoying what the CSA just did.
Yeah, I would agree. Because it allows you to get back up to their ticket mark, and then if it's a fair fight from there, and you start to win a little more, you could knock them down the final push before you hit last stand. So.
However, right now, with the way final push mechanics are, I'm not sure if final push would be what you would want as either one of these organizations with how far you got to go from your spawn.
Union's got to be aggressive right now. I don't know why they're taking so long to do this. There's 2 things.
Yeah, like Hood had the advantage on that right side. Why didn't they go through with it?
Maybe they're just trying to reform. You can see guys trickling in. There's 2 things you can do in a counterattack as defenders. There's technically 3, but 2 valid ways. They both require you being aggressive. You can either take the point back as the people counterattacking, and you want to retake it quickly because, like we explained earlier, you regain up to the attacker's percentage of tickets that they have left. So the longer this goes, right, attackers are taking more and more ticket loss, and you won't be able to regain as much. So that's why you want to cap quickly. Second reason why to be aggressive is if you're trying to force the Confederates in the last stand, because when they take the point, it flips. So now the Confederates are considered the defenders, Unions consider the attackers, and so the Confederates would get the defenders' last stage, which is last stand. And if they hit that and you recap point as the counterattacking team, you can win the game. So you need to be aggressive to do that. So the third way is to just sit around doing nothing, right? But
looks like they're doing a two-pronged push right now. Got one in the field and one in the trees. This is actually a really nice approach on this little scene. Do a little pincer attack and force them.
We have UAF.
The Union's going to take this. This is going to be their one chance at a really major decisive charge take.
For sure. Union hitting braking. We'll see when the Confederates hit braking, but yeah, Union dominated that charge.
Honestly, as Union, I would send a group of guys down the cap right now. All right, they're being pushed up by
42nd PA.
Yep.
Oh, they're going for it. They aren't stopping.
42nd don't stop for nothing when they charge. It's one thing I admire about these boys.
There they go. Someone was surprised that they were there. So, Union's going to win.
Yeah, I would send men down a point right now.
They got to go. Oh, I think we see some of Peach Corps and I Corps moving
Peach
that way.
Yep.
And there they go.
Oh, no, this Preacher's down there on point right now. His boys. Yeah, Preacher and Lakota down on point right now.
Yeah, Preacher just said try not to point. Or try not to cap.
That's interesting.
They're trying to knock him. Are you guys trying to knock him in the last stand? Is that what Preacher's thinking? Or is that...
Yeah, I think that's why he got so excited when they capped.
If that's the case, why are they on point? Oh, that only killed one guy.
Oh my god. Yeah, because that was a K shot with a terrible time, and that was just a too high shell.
Yeah, Preacher's pushing really far forward onto that corner. Rest of the Union's on point, though. They're going to go back up to taking losses. Union should just pull back to spawn, or they could try to knock the Confederates into final push before they
there's a major offensive coming in right now. It's going to be an interesting one.
They're trying to
there's also still Union up in the tree line shooting down.
Yeah, A and V is now pushing in with some of 1st Delaware. Oh, they're so spread out. They're going to kill their own tickets, though, so Union can't regain as much. 9th Corps is charging it as well. Maybe they're trying to hold this. We'll see.
No, they're not going to get enough men. It's going to be a recap on taking loss.
Yep.
They are saying in the chat in CSA, we just need to die.
Yep. That makes sense. They're trying to make sure Union can't regain tickets. The only problem now is CSA is so spread, and Union can start gaining tickets on them. Confederates are going to hit braking here in the next minute or so if Union just hit braking.
Well, yeah, they just got sent right back into braking.
PA is now charging in.
I'm confused on that. Fucking artillery almost wiped out their own boys.
I think they're pushing in to take point now and win the game.
There we go, CSA braking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so CSA hit braking. That's not surprising there.
CSA is going to win this.
Are they going for point or not?
We have to get our flags up, though.
Wait, actually, what?
PA's winning on point. 42nd PA is holding there. A and V is holding back. Most of their officers are dead except for the PA's officer.
I'm seeing CSA holding on the road.
Yeah, it looks like they're pulling back, grabbing flags and pulling back.
Yeah, even if they don't cap here, they still have an easy chance to win. Union's got to stay close to point. Here's your time, artillery. Here's your time.
Yeah, really, I want to see a really nice artillery shell. Oh my god. There you go. What, 1 kill?
Yeah.
Plus 2 kills, maybe?
Yeah. Where'd that one go?
In their spawn.
So Confederates are reforming here. Union is holding on point. Artillery should be having a field day.
Oh yeah, that is such an easy. That's the easy shot. That's probably not even 300 yards out for most of those cannons.
Oh, hold on.
Preacher wants to say something to the world.
Yeah, Preacher said...
A preacher wants to say something? All right. I got you.
Basically, he doesn't play copyrighted music.
You could still hear them here. They're moving
God,
up.
I love Preacher.
Yes. So, Union pushing off a little bit. They still have a group near point, so that the decay doesn't happen. That's not a terrible idea. Confederate artillery hasn't been effective to be scared of them at all. And when they have hit, they only get like what? Well, 1 kill? Maybe 2? That shot exploded. That one goes short. So, 24 minutes breaking. Whoever hits the last stage first, that'll be key. But let's look at the Union defensive position. We have Peach Corps with I Corps holding on the middle here. We have part of HD on the left side there. We have Rebel 2nd Corps. I think that was all of HD actually, my apologies. And we have UAF and 1st VA Cav on the far right. In terms of Confederates, you have 1st Delaware up on the top in front with the Iron Brigade behind them. To our right, we see the 42nd Pennsylvania. To their right, I see A and V and then PA, and then I presume that we have knife. PA's there. I don't know. Tags are mixed.
Yeah, because that PA and 9th Corps are on the same flag.
Yeah. So, Union completely pulling off here. Trying to avoid casualties here. And we could see that 1st Delaware is beginning to push up here. You can see that through McPhail's view right now. They got wide access to the point. They're going to start pre-capping. I don't think all Confederates are going to come out, though, because this is going to force the Union to come out, and then you can get nice shots from your defensive position.
Yeah, that's how I would do. I'd let these Delaware boys be the sacrificial lamb and just see what they can pull.
Because, yeah, that Union has to go out.
Yeah, here comes Preacher. Here comes Preacher and his boys down the line right now on the right side as well.
Yeah, there they go.
They're walking right into a trap. This is exactly what the CSA wants. Yeah, Delaware knows they're the sacrificial lambs.
PA's up there. Let's cut to McPhail's view, because, of course, this is going to be great.
Oh, that was finally a good artillery shot, but it killed more of their men than the Yankees.
McPhail going down. I think I missed it because I was looking at his McPhail's view, but
yeah, the artillery hit more of their boys than it did the Union. It was something.
Oh no, what is the Union doing? I guess maybe they're just trying to charge out, see if they can knock from the final push first. We have UAF.
Yeah, like what is Alaskan Front doing?
They might win this. If all the guys charge in, they'd win. But they have a lot of guys back there.
14th is holding it.
Yeah, they're holding it well.
Yeah, with the fact of you had an officer, yeah, they're gonna lose that. Well, here's some. Was that an IB boy? Yeah, IB coming in the side. What is this?
Is that team stab?
They just about to TK each other.
So, Union mass falling back. UAF taking a decent amount of casualties there. So...
Yeah, I enjoy what UAF did on that side, but they didn't commit to it on the full-fledged, so they were getting a lot of skirmishing and out-of-line deaths. What is this lone man doing?
I got one.
He's gonna get two.
Got two. And he's running away.
So he just got like 8 tickets right there.
Oh no. Come on. bus. No, Finn, you're not winning.
The thing is, though, he only lost 5 tickets. He got at least 8 of them, an out of line and a skirmishing.
Yeah. No, I think both those guys were out of line. Less than 3 people in a group is.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, it was 10 tickets. Yeah, it was 10 tickets right there for his 5. That was worth it.
That's a trade.
Which is one thing that not many people realize, especially in pubs and just in general when it comes to this game, about knowing what the value is and what you need to shoot for if you plan on doing the Rambo style. Is you need to get at least 5 kills in formation to make up for the ticket loss you're going to get for being killed.
Exactly. Now, this game is not a 1-to-1. You actually have to try to stay in lines. Union actually having a man on point, holding the point, making sure a pre-cap or a decap isn't happening. Actually, they do have... There's no way that's point. Those guys are on point. That's crazy. I didn't know that. But we have...
They extended some of the point caps for a couple maps here lately, and that little bush is now point.
That's crazy. But we have HD about to get beautiful shots here.
Oh, yeah. They don't even know they're there.
Oh, I would charge up behind them.
Ooh, those are some nice shots. I'd hop over and force it.
If they didn't see you there, I would have charged, but regardless, I think they're just trying to avoid casualties. So yeah, they just take their shots. They got a very nice volley, and then they all fell back before they could really get effective shots off the CSA. Union hitting last stand.
Ooh, this.
So, where'd that artillery shot go? Oh. Yep, Union's just going to do a huge last stand here on the point of contention.
CSA doesn't even need to get out of their defensive positions. They don't even need to do this. They just need to sit in their positions and shoot into them. That's all they need to do. Just cut them down.
I think this is just for fun at this point.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Even if they hit final push, I doubt they would lose this.
With this major charge right here, is going to wipe out most of the Union ticket.
Yeah, we can see McPhail's view right there, the charge. Very, very suppressed. Massive amounts of deaths.
Yeah, then here comes on Lakota's view, the first cav coming in the back.
Yep, there they are. So yeah, both of Frontline Reporters are still doing great here.
There you go, Lakota, right there in the kneecap.
And Lakota goes down. So, in the end, Confederates prevail. Not surprised, and that's the end of our round here.
Yeah, that's a hard map for Union, especially when you're playing a very aggressive CSA team.
Pagan, you have any more thoughts of this round?
Yeah, honestly, I was kind of disappointed in the artillery, not gonna lie, but other than that, that's textbook CSA Hills counterattack. Be aggressive and make the Union have to do those charges that they're knowing they're gonna lose a lot of tickets on.
All right.
Took a little while longer than I would have appreciated or expected to get into the proper shooting positions, but once the CSA got there, they had the Yankees right where they wanted them.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. From the CSA winning perspective, McPhail, your thoughts of the round?
I think, like he said, it was textbook. I think that the big thing that often I see CSA do on this map is they put too many people on the right flank, which is, in my opinion, a really bad situation because they're in the corn. They can just back up in the corn, reload, pop out, volley, load in the corn, pop out, volley. That left side, if you control that hill and control the woods, you force the Union back down the hill, and they're in a disadvantaged situation of shooting, and they'll just be taking hits. So I think that people going forward, I would put 3/4 of your men on the left side and only maybe 1/4 on that right side.
Lakota, your thoughts from the USA side?
It seemed like they played it pretty conservatively. Didn't seem like they really took too many risks. It looks like they were playing it safe and kind of showed throughout the match.
All right. I appreciate your guys' thoughts. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the second round. Here we are with the second round on East Wood skirmish. So the sides did flip. So our Frontline Reporters flipped as well. So now the CSA perspectives on the top left of your screen, done by Lakota. And then on the top right of your screen, you have the Union perspective from McPhail. So a little flipping. Not always a bad thing. Interesting. So, Eastwood skirmish. Pagan, what does the CSA do defending this map? What do they have to do to win?
Honestly, the best way is to avoid that left side. It's right as you can see that artillery for the Union, that battery. Those are so easy shots into that corn. You need to make sure you get out of that line of sight because they will just pick you apart. So what they're doing right now is actually a nice formation. You get some men up there next to Hangman Tree where it's a harder shot for artillery and sit behind the corn inside those wood lines. The woods is your best friend on this map because actually with that shot right there, see that's point. You don't want to be near point. That is such an easy shot. So you want to basically do what they're doing right now. Someone crossroad, someone behind corn, someone at Hangman, and just see where the Yankees want to go.
So as we could see, Union is bonsaiing it to that far left side. It'll be intriguing. We have half the Confederates on the left moving up to that first snake fence, the other half staying back. I'm intrigued to where all these Confederates on the right will go. But Union's doing what they need to do. However, they're so spread out. But I like what they're doing. They're sticking together as a team. They're all charging 1 point. That's what they have to do on this map.
Oh, yeah, especially when the Union commanders know that the CSA do not like reinforcing this corn side because it walks right. Like an artillery shell right now can wipe half that line. That's an easy 175-yard shot.
So A&V is going to slam right into UAF and HD. Have the Confederates moved from that side of the map? No, they haven't. So Union has an opportunity, but look how spread this is. Where is Union artillery shooting? Oh, right there.
Right there in the corner. Those are some good shots. They're just a little short. Need to extend that fuse a little bit.
We can see more Confederates moving in from the right side here. Union finally getting into that wall. PA is going to get there. We could see
those boys are finally coming over from the Hangman's Tree.
We could see Lakota's view here. He is slamming right into that line. Some trash talking here, some epic noises, getting some stabs off. Lakota going down in the end, though.
No, that's McPhail. McPhail's up there on that side.
Right, McPhail, sorry.
Lakota's in the field, and the boys pushing from Hangman Tree right now.
Right, my apologies. That was McPhail's view. I said they switched, but clearly my brain hasn't processed that yet. But that's all right.
The thing is, though, that is a really... Did any of the Union get through the corn? I know they're holding right here. Did anyone get past?
No.
No, that was a really good effort by the CSA to hold that corner.
Union artillery getting some shots there. No, that's just like smoke from the Confederate volley. Where is... They're shooting on point.
That's point, yeah. I don't know why they keep committing on point.
Maybe they're just making sure they can hit point for later in the match when it gets to that point. Possibly. Union is still going to come down this side. I mean, they do have a foothold. It's mostly A and V, and then a mix of ID, PA, and 9th Corps is there. But as you can see, they need
to get up and over because right there, that's exposed to those men on that road doing volleys into them.
They're going to start going. There is a down flag here. I think that's Confederate flag. Help! Get the flag! Oh. Locke just wants that kill. How is he not dead?
Oh my god, they're missing point. The man has a club.
Oh, and he goes down. Oh, helps here.
Fuck you, fucking dick.
So this is so far the most fascinating positioning I've ever seen on this map. I've never seen Union be here and Confederates holding in the middle. Confederates actually pulling back to the far right. Interesting. We have PA 42nd.
They just had an arty shell land near him that got too close for comfort.
So the Union's getting a lot out of line of skirmishing this right now. And Confederates are reforming at main on those logs. I think they're there. That's about where they're at. But we do have Union charging in this middle position. Confederates are falling back. Who is falling back is Rebel 2nd Corps and 1st VA Cav, trying to avoid more casualties and also secure the flank that the Union has exploited. Union now charging.
This is an interesting push by the Union.
I like it. Confederates are so spread and so disorganized right now that I think you just need to keep going. Who cares?
Yeah, you
if
need
it's
to
a
just take
mob?
advantage of it. Yeah, take advantage of it. Take them tickets.
Yeah, PA is holding back here. Maybe they're just reforming. Do they have flags?
No, I
They
think
do.
that is the edge of where the Yankees can actually go on this map. I think that is as far up as
Oh.
they can get, I believe, maybe.
So Confederates getting saved here by the out of bounds marker.
Oh, yeah, because if it wasn't out of bounds, you know that massive force would just kept running through
Oh.
trying to get those tickets.
Yeah, and that's what they should do. So we do have a mix of guys here taking shots at the Confederates in the core, and part of UAF, they do have a flag. Confederates are... Oh, no, I don't like that.
They're running right into the Yankees who are waiting for them.
They're so spread out, too. Lakota
That's
is in that mix.
That's yeah. They're about to lose a lot of tickets on this maneuver by the Union. Get out of there, Lakota, with the flag. Get out
Get
of there, boy.
Stalin
Run,
wants him.
Lakota.
Stalin wants him. Misses.
Lakota.
Oh! That kill got the CSA down to engaged. Yeah, like all these guys, that charge, maybe just trying to force him out. Oh my goodness.
I don't
So
think they
spread out.
realized how many guys were actually there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Because right now the Yankees, the Union have them where they want them. Of course, you got a major foothold up there next to Hangman Tree shooting down, but they're not going to do much when it comes to this force in the woods. Like, yeah, okay, volley fire is nice from this perspective, but there's so much cover through all the foliage. You're not going to hit. You're not going to do anything.
Yeah. On top of that, your team is going to be outnumbered infantry-wise, and any
Oh, yeah.
charge will go in the favor of the Union.
Oh, yeah, the Union right now, with the position the Union's holding right now, they can just sit right there and fire down the road across the field, just right into the CSA as they try to push back up.
Yeah, this is point blank shots. So I think Confederates should try to let the Union cap right here. Just stay back, avoid casualties, don't charge. Force the Union to cap. Get your tickets back. Retake point quickly and get your tickets back up.
That's the thing, that with how far the Union's up on this map, with where their positions, I don't think the CSA can forcibly do it. Unless, like right here at IB, IB and Cav, they're doing a good little move right here. Get around that corner.
All right, here you go.
Sneak through this woods. They need to shut up. They don't need to be speaking, but...
Yeah. My concern is they are... Those numbers are really even. Is Union falling back?
Yeah, Union's falling back.
Union hitting engaged. About a minute behind, 30 seconds to a minute behind, so they're close on tickets. Again, Union's still having a big, like, favors. They're going to probably win. Point is caps. PA, I think, did the job there. So, yeah, Union wants to drive down both sides' tickets right now. Get it so that they can cap the point quicker. Confederates, again, just need to retake as quickly as we can, and I like to see this movement here.
Yeah, right now
UAF.
on tickets, with this being about 200 players, the attackers have 1370 and the defenders have 1150 on the ticket play.
So we have 9th Corps taking some shots at the UAF. Some UAF guys charging in. They're dying out of line. But their tickets don't matter as much right now because they will regain those tickets. So 9th Corps is going to get wiped there by that small Confederate force. In terms of Union position, I see A and V, first Delaware here. I think PA shifted over here. Yep, they are pushing the UAF back. We have 42nd PA on this right flank dealing with the 1st VA Cav, Rebel 2nd Corps. We see Peach Corps moving into point. It looks like they're just running up, taking shots, and then falling back. Over in the middle here, we have I Corps with some UAF guys, and then we have HD pushing up the middle. And of course there are Confederate respawns kind of mixing about trying to find their men, but Union has a pretty good position here.
You got that massive line stretched out right there on the roads. You got the pockets in the woods expecting someone to push from behind. It's not really much the CSA can do aside from maybe getting some more men out there in that field and try to force these guys off of the point location.
Yeah, for sure. Unions put themselves in a good spot. Again, I mean, this side's doing what they did last round on Hill's attack when attacking. They've done a beautiful job being aggressive. They have taken the point, and they've had good positions to defend the point. So this side has done spectacular today. And I think those are all just respawns, but yeah. Let's ask Lakota Wolf, who's on CSA. How is CSA feeling right now?
I don't think we're feeling very good at this point. I mean, we got 3 down flags in the cornfield. Everybody's pretty spread out. Like, yeah, kind of licking our wounds a little bit, trying to reform.
I see. Best of luck to you. We see charging happening over on this side.
Yep, they know they need to take this. If the Union take control of Hangman Tree, there's no way the CSA will be able to pull out. Actually, I take that back. They've opened up. They've brought a lot of their men up to this tree location. There's not many of them left in the woods.
No, this is an opportunity for CSA to take the point. But then again, right, even if CSA retake the point, Union has this nice, like, nipple, that corner there. And they have... It's just beautiful for
Yeah,
Union.
they'll hold Hangman's Tree just right down in that corner area. It's... Die, you Union bastards.
Napoleon is just shot.
She just watched this man get blasted in front of him. Has a shell shock.
So the Confederates are still reforming here. They're so spread out right now, and Union's going to be able to hold this. Wow. And then we asked Lakota, so we'll ask McPhail now. How's the Union feeling right now?
Probably pretty good. I mean, this charge out over by Hangman's Tree was very easy, so...
That is true. You see a lot of Union up top. Thank you for that. So it's only a matter of time. Confederates they are taking some time to reform here on point. Mostly the guys who just got wiped on the right. Confederates just need to get together and charge at the Union. If the Union returns to the positions that we saw before they charged out here, they could defeat the Union in detail. It is possible because you have just these tiny groups spread out defending. I mean, that group's not so tiny, but these two groups are.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Team kill.
And our team killed as well. Sorry, Ethereum.
You need to make moves towards point.
Oh god.
Yep, those boys are moving down. They're expecting these guys to push straight down this road. That's the one thing I admire about A and V. These are some professionals when it comes. They know immediately after they move their forces up to that Hangman Tree that they're going to get CSA coming right down this road, and they're prepared for it.
Yep, and they're there at perfect time.
Yeah, they're reading it. A and V. I admire these guys in A and V. These guys are professionals when it comes to the chords and ordination on what needs to be done.
The guys that got wiped up there, Peach Corps is now they're moving into point, and A and V responded perfectly. PA is moving to this corner position. Union having absolutely beautiful positions, but now we see a charge here on the right against the 42nd by 1st VA Cav and Rebel 2nd Corps. HD coming in for the assist. We could see Lakota's view there.
Yep.
In the midst of all that, going down.
This is going to be a good charge. Get one of these small pockets of Union out of the woods.
Exactly, and that flag is pivotal too. Union actually pushing forward. I don't know why they're pulling off, but now we see PA charging in here.
They need to commit. They need to hold through with it.
We could see on the top left there, Peach Corps is returning back to that corner.
Peach Corps.
I don't know about Peach Corps. Peach Corps is right there. My apologies. We'll take a look at who's that in a moment.
Then that's probably maybe IB going back up there. I know IB likes that spot because they know how crucial it is.
It's some of UAF.
IB, UAF, okay.
IB's holding this for the Union.
Yeah, I'm gonna say IB knows how crucial this is. I've worked close with some of these IB boys before in pubs, and we know how crucial this tree is holding this map.
So, and now Peach Corps is pushing up closer to the point. They don't have a lot of cover here.
That's just,
Oh no. Oh no.
yeah, A and V knows. A and V knows that they caught them in a bad spot.
There you go.
But this
kill it.
this just shows you what happens. Like with A and V, they play with 42nd PA. They play with PA. All these guys on this side know how each other work, and they've worked together so much that they can do maneuvers like this.
Now HD is charging in. I wish they charged in with the 24th.
They're too late.
They're probably gonna win though.
Actually, yeah. There's what, four. There's 4 Yankees, and they'll win this. Take these guys out and get right to point.
Yeah.
They need to cap point before those guys in the woods or Hangman's tree come down.
So we do have Union alive over here in PA. Yep, PA. And it's really a mix of A and V, PA, and ninth corps. So even though Confederates are going to get back on the point here and retake it, Union has free range of anything they want over here.
Union can move across this map as they see fit with no hindrance. They can get right up to the snake fences and shoot again.
What the heck happened to those artillery shots? They shot and zipped all the way back there.
Probably too long on a case fuse and it bounced off of the rock at point. It's a common issue on this map with artillery. When you shoot at point, those rocks and trees can ricochet it all the way to the skybox. It's probably too long of a fuse.
Yeah, but
which kind of astonishing because they already know the shots. They've hit this area 2 or 3 times.
I know.
I don't know why. That's confusing me now. Those artillery guys know this range.
They've been hitting it most of the game. This is a perfect opportunity. Where'd that go?
Nope. That hit a tree. That hit that tree and dropped right in front. They need to probably raise it by probably 0.04 and then increase that fuse. Yeah, they keep hitting that same tree over and over.
So Confederates retake the point. They go back up to engage, but Union's being aggressive the moment that happens. Confederates spreading out almost instantly into 3 prongs.
Split? Yeah, they're 3-prong split, trying to push out, regain whatever land they can, but I don't think that was the smartest plan, to be honest with you.
No, this just got wiped. That's skirmishing it out of line, at least half of it.
Hangman Tree's about to get wiped. Hangman Tree's probably going to win this one.
Yeah, they are.
But this is just, that kind of baffled me. As soon as it capped, you could see them split off in a 3-prong, but...
Union's about to hit taking losses. Confederates just hit taking losses again, so Union's got to be close. There they are. Union pushing back up to take that corner, but in the meantime, we have a charge happening. UAF is charging into the PA. Never mind. I don't think they meant to charge, but these trickling guys, those are out of lines.
Waste of tickets.
Now more of them are trickling in. Union artillery missing again. So, PA is going to be able to hold because UAF was so trickled in. On terms of this hill, we have A&V and 1st Delaware charging into Peach Corps and I Corps. Oh, I don't know.
I think Peach Corps and I Corps is going to hold this because these trickled in and they were able to get those clean shots into them. Yeah, Peach Corps is going to win this. Peach Corps and I Corps is going to win this. Well, never mind. They got these guys back here stuck in their loads. Come on, guys. Get in your melee mode.
Oh, no. They're going to lose.
They're
going to lose.
They had those guys sitting there loading their loads instead of putting their bayos on and running. That cost them right there, not having all their men committed to that defense.
Who shot that?
Yeah, who shot? Yeah, right there. That guy right there. Chris. What a shot.
That was good. So
What
they
a
wiped
shot
the
by
Confederates
Chris.
off. Wait, whoa.
Good.
McPhail?
Yeah.
Artillery?
I was going to get a statement from them if I can find you the officer.
Oh, that'll be epic. So we have PA in the corner, 1st Delaware, and I think A&V. I don't know. I saw 1st Delaware tag. But on the right side, we have PA, mostly 42nd. I see a couple PA guys.
Does Johnson want to give a statement, McPhail?
Yeah, he says it's doing good.
Oh, I can cut to your.
Do you have any questions, specific questions for me, guys?
I have none.
Honestly, right now there's not much artillery can do. How's his men taking it when they realize the infantry is doing most of the work? What's their plan as artillery currently?
Back to you guys.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So, were there any comments he said? I couldn't really hear that on my end. I think I missed
Yeah, I
it.
couldn't
Not a
make-
whole
I
lot. Just
couldn't make
basically
it out,
saying
yeah.
he's basically just saying they're trying to hit point and that they think it's going good.
All right, sounds
Yeah,
good.
when the infantry is doing this kind of work as an artillery officer and NCO, there's not much, like, from my perspective, yeah, you kind of just smoke them if you got them, waiting for, like, you pre-range your shots. So you want guys, you know, ready on point, ready on corner, ready on nipple. Just get those shots ready to go. And you just smoke them if you got them, wait for that command to come over and you shoot. But that's kind of where they're at right now with how the infantry's doing the work they need to do.
UAF charging into the back of PA. They did that pretty dang effectively. But there's still a bulk of the Union. They do have a flag there. So I think UAF is going to get wiped here in the end. Union hitting shots. There goes out of lines. Oh no. Yeah, Union sticking out of these ways. That's not what you want to see. So Union have that corner. We saw them win that earlier. Who's moving up to the center? ANV is now moving through the center here with 1st Delaware. Is this IB who's up here? Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'd be like to sit up there. And one thing with AMV that you probably noticed over the last few weeks, these are a very formal moving kind of unit. Like, these guys move across the entire map, just big dicking whatever they come across, more or less.
So Union, they should start pre-capping right now, because Confederates are going to hit breaking within the next couple of minutes, I think. Yeah, it's really just a shootout. Confederates, I think, again, like last round, pull all the way back, force Union to cap, and then be super aggressive. Because they are definitely behind on tickets. I don't know by how much, though, because we saw both sides taking losses around each other.
Yeah, which defense on this map has 200 less tickets? I think, if I remember correctly, with the size that we're at right now, the attackers have 1370 and the defense has like 1140 off the base tickets. So they're all probably sitting at probably what? I'd say probably 600-700 tickets apiece.
What? Okay, good. Oh, that guy just went up point blank, executed someone, and then almost just got away with no one noticing him. So is there a Union's beginning to push through here, down the middle. More Union reinforcements, rather, but...
Yeah, that's PA and their boys moving down with McPhail down that street right now in the middle.
Yes, they are. They gotta send someone to pre-cap this point. Actually, Confederates have a man here. Who is it? They have a HD man, Polak. I don't know if this is intentional. It looks intentional now. UAF pulling up really far forward, which allows the ANV to do this. And now PA is going to be able to come on their side as well. Oh no, more Confederates pushing through. And, oh my goodness, the encirclement is about to be encircled.
Oh god, whoever is those boys, they're fucked. God bless those Alaskan boys. They're not going to walk out of this alive.
Nope.
Yep, that was just straight brutal murder.
And now we have PA.
Yeah, I'm hearing the boys. I'm hearing some of those Union boys start screaming friendly because they didn't realize they had a unit pushing through the corn behind as well.
Confederates hit breaking. This should be the end of the round.
Yeah, that's the end of the round. They have too many men moving. That's it. That's unless. Nope, that's in. That's end of the round. They're not going to get any of these boys up to compete with.
Pearl, do you have anything to say to the camera? Pearl. We tried.
If only you could hear the spectators. If only you could actually hear the spectators.
Oh my goodness, imagine. You just hear these ghosts that are like, hey! Why are they sitting and shooting? They need to go. Actually, they might be on point. I don't know. Maybe that's why, but yeah, no surprise. Union caps. Round is over.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
Pagan.
that's how the Union needs to play that round.
Exactly. Pagan, your thoughts?
Off the rip. Yeah, off the rip. CSA, they were getting set up. They were getting set up. Like, there's not much you can do on that map when you don't have artillery support. You try to get out of the line of sight for artillery, and Union knows that. Like, A and V, I, B, those boys know exactly what CSA wants to do because they've played this map a lot. So they forced that left side and just ran with it. They were being aggressive. That keep that momentum through the night because they realize in the first round the guys they're going against can't keep up with that momentum, so they took advantage of that.
All right, thank you. As our USA perspective, McPhail, your thoughts?
I think just like the first one, they basically just controlled the map, controlled all the good points, and forced the CSA into a shooting match, which they were going to lose.
And then from our CSA perspective, Lakota, your thoughts?
Yeah, that was kind of rough from my perspective. If you look at those out of lines, I think that says it all for the CSA right there. Like everybody was spread out, a lot of out of lines, a lot of unnecessary deaths. Yeah, everything seemed pretty spread out, and really didn't feel like we had much of a chance, to be honest. But they did our best.
All right, I appreciate your guys' thoughts. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in the post-game interview. Here we are with the post-game interview for the European Grand Campaign event. We had 2 good rounds, a lot of casualties. We had Hill's counterattack and Eastwood's skirmish, where the USA campaign won both rounds. They were attacking both rounds, so that means that the USA campaign was playing CSA on Hills, and then they were playing on USA on Eastwood's skirmish. We have a couple of leaders from both campaigns today, and we have a lot of Frontline Reporters announcers, which is also very cool. We're going to introduce everybody. So first, let's start off with the CSA campaign. Representing them today, we have Rolo.
Hi, I'm Rolo. I'm Major for the 13th Georgia, and I'm representing Peach Corps for this interview.
All right, thank you. And so, that's all we have for CSA campaign. On USA campaign, we have Stalins.
Hi, I'm Stalin from PA, Captain. And yellow is nice.
Thank you. And then we have Killer and Gareth, both from A and V. They're normally CSA campaign, but they played on USA today. I just wanted to make that clarification. So first we have Killer.
Killer. Command officer at the EMV in 10th Alabama. God save the Queen.
And then we have Gareth.
Hi, Lieutenant Colonel Gareth, 2IC for the AMV.
All right, and I appreciate you guys introducing yourselves. Now onto our team for the day. There's myself as Guardian Eagle, and then my other announcer today was Pagan.
My name's Pagan Squirrel, Sergeant of Pickets Brigade, 38th Artillery, Guns of the South.
Thank you. Following the Union campaign perspective today, we had McPhail.
How's it going? I'm Captain McPhail. I'm from 5th Florida of Sussex Brigade, 5th Florida for life.
And then following the CSA campaign today, we had Lakota Wolf.
I'm Lakota Wolf, First Lieutenant for Pickett's Brigade, formerly of 28 Sharpshooters, but now we are all 28th, and yeah, good to be here.
All right, I appreciate it. Now let's move on to the first round. So the USA campaign won, playing as CSA, attacking on Hill's counterattack. So with that being said, would the USA campaign like to say their strategy going into the round and how they reacted to the ever-changing battlefield?
So obviously it was first Delaware's token, so Boss had the overall sort of strategy. But the initial plan was just to cap the point as early as we can. It's the only way to kind of draw them out, and to be as aggressive as possible on the left side. To just continuously keep sort of pushing the left so that they can't use it against us on the point and all that sort of stuff. And we just try to play for time. The longer that we had the point, the longer the game went on, which meant that they run out of tickets. So we got a lot more casualties out of it too.
Stalins or Gareth, you guys have anything else to add to that?
No, I mean, pretty much every time we play that map, that's how we do it. It's just pretty much constant cap.
Yeah,
Get
same
the buggers out in the open where you can kill them.
All right, cool. We'll move on to the CSA campaign, who was defending as Union. What was your guys' strategy going into the round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
I think it's just me. So, so our plan was for Peach Corps, which is the 13th Georgia and 24th Georgia, to go on the left. We were kind of sent there just as to prevent any flanking movements by the CSA, and our main force went on the right side, which is the woods. We basically wanted to hold that high ground, use it to counterattack the point wherever possible if the CSA tried to capture the point. It was kind of starting off okay, but then I think a lot of the regiments on the far right were sort of pushed back and were unable to hold it. So eventually, Peach Corps got asked to come to the right and support the charge, which is what we did. So we just did a full Union charge, and then that was those sort of counterattacks that you saw on point throughout the game. Unfortunately, like some of the regiments did not manage to enter officer chat tonight for both maps, so the communication was kind of non-existent in officer chat for our guys, but we still managed to coordinate in game best we could. It seemed to work okay for some of the charges anyway.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for that. Now moving on to our second round here. Eastwood Skirmish. The USA campaign was playing Union. They won. What was your guys' strategy going into that round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
It was to be as aggressive as possible and just try and just basically just not allow the CSA to form up properly in a nice like sort of straight line. Because I mean, as the CSA, you want to stop them getting into the cone, stop them taking the top of the hill, and just kind of keep them on their side of the field. So our initial plan was just to get into that cone as fast as possible and just cause havoc, which I think we definitely did. And from then on, it was just, I don't think there was no organization. I mean, both sides didn't have any organization, to be honest. It was all just kind of get in, get bloody. And I feel like because of that initial big push, it just meant that both sides just weren't able to organize each other. So it was just constant little skirmishes everywhere, which came in our favor because we were obviously the attacking team. There was obviously still a lot of organization. I'm not going to say it was just a complete slaughter, but yeah, after that there was kind of just find a spot and find an enemy, and that was it.
But yeah, I mean, because if the CSA can stop that first charge, then on that map the Union has a hell of a time trying to get the tickets down, trying to get anywhere. So as soon as that first charge that went in on the Union right was successful, it was just a case of just keep moving, just keep attacking, don't let them settle, don't let them get organized, don't let them get a proper counterattack going, because we don't want to have to start from scratch again.
Yeah, I also accidentally capped point, which was definitely part of my plan, and definitely not an accident, like I just said. It was totally a pre-planned move that worked in our favor, because the second they recapped, we just destroyed them and recapped, and then we won the day, pretty much.
Yeah, your timing was perfect, mate.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, he did try and say it wasn't him in the Steam chat. But
yeah, well, it was... All right, listen here, son.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't me. It was my unit.
I mean, come
acting under orders from me. So overall, I get the credit for it, not for capping, but for winning.
For the win, yeah.
That's how this works. Exactly. Thank you.
And also, Killer, come on. What happens in Steam chat stays in Steam chat, yeah?
Exactly. Can't be revealing the secrets. Can't be talking about all the sexy times. Just can't.
and with that being said, let's move on to the CSA campaign, who was defending on Eastwood Skirmish as CSA. What was your guys' strategy going into the round, and how did you react to the ever-changing battlefield?
So for this map, we wanted to put Peach Corps on the right side, CSA right. We were going to hold the high ground with the 14th originally. Initially, that did not happen. The 14th, I think, at the last second decided to go left. They didn't tell us they were doing that, but it worked out fine because for the best part of the map, the Peach Corps managed to hold that right side quite well. We killed quite a few units that tried to push the fence. And on the left side was basically everybody else. Everyone else was to hold the cornfield, hold that stone wall, kind of pull the Union in, and then just kill them as they came to the cornfield. Again, the officer chat was non-existent kind of for the second map, so we had no idea what was happening on the left side. They had no idea what was happening on the right side. So we're kind of just guessing the whole time. No one was communicating. The point recaptures on the second map were much harder because we were kind of finding it more difficult to communicate in game. We obviously tried to use officer chat at first, but again, some of the regiments weren't in the officer chat. So we kind of just decided that Peach Corps would just charge into point every time to kind of recapture it. And I think on one of the counterattacks, it kind of worked because we managed to wipe like 2 or 3 Union regiments on point. And then I think it was Hoods came in like after we got wiped, and then they managed to like finish off who was ever on point and get the recapture. I'm not sure which one that was though. But in the end, I feel like we're losing too many tickets basically, and when the right side fell, that was kind of just it for the CSA.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, we'll start with our announcers, Frontline Reporters, see if they have any questions. Pagan, do you have any questions from the overview?
Yeah, mine more is for like on when it comes to both the maps. When it comes to the defense with the CSA slash who were defending on the CSA defending on both maps. What was the thought process through the officers when it came to realizing how aggressive that the Union was going to be playing tonight? Like, what was their thought process when they realized that the Union was going to come out and smack them at every single engagement they were trying to push on?
Is that one for me? I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's for you, Rolo. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said before, we kind of had zero communication. So for like the first 30 minutes off the match, not one single word was said in officer chat. So the communication was just absolute radio silence tonight. So we were kind of just more observing. We're kind of just like, getting the binos out, kind of watching like what's happening on the left, what's happening on the right. And, as we watch Union units get like wiped, we're kind of like, oh crap, like that's where we're needed. That was kind of just our thought process. On the first map, we tried to hold the left really hard, but like the Union were kind of just sending more and more people against us. And eventually we just couldn't hold it as a single regiment. So we kind of would pull back and then try to help on the other side. I think as well on both maps, I think because there was a bit of confusion, a lot of people were holding their regiments in reserve. Especially on the second map, there was maybe like 25, 30 guys that were just sitting really far back in the woods and not engaging. And they were kind of like, they could probably hear, melee happening in front of them, but they just weren't charging in. I'm not quite sure why that is. I think it was maybe just like I said, the kind of radio silence was causing a bit of confusion for some of the regiments. I hope that kind of answers the question.
Yeah, it does. And then over on the Union side, I know A and V, PA, like when it comes to the chemistry, I know A and V, y'all have played with those 42nd PA guys a good bit, and I think y'all have played with PA and those boys. Would you think that chemistry you've built with these other units relates to how you were able to play tonight? That you were confident in each other to play that more aggressive play style on maps that you gotta be careful because of the way the tickets are set up?
Yeah, I mean, well, because it's a campaign battle, obviously all the losses reflect on the regiment's token we're fighting for, so you kind of have to... There has to be a level of trust anyway between the units, and I feel like we, obviously, Boss is well known to a lot of people. He's been here a while, so we all kind of... He trusted that we all would be able to, do what we thought was best, kill, charge, whatever, and just, be mindful of the losses that we're taking as well as the ones that we're inflicting. But on a grand scale, yeah, it was more. We had a lot more cohesion, and regiments were reinforcing each other. We were able to make somewhat coordinated charges whenever we could, and yeah, that definitely did help. If that answers your question.
Yeah, that does, and I think that's aside from like, do you want to give a little? I know I'm not sure if any of your guys, were like with the communication towards artillery. Do you have any like explanation of what your artillery was doing for either one of those rounds?
No idea. They did their thing. That was it.
Yeah, same. My guys were just fucking shooting. I didn't know what they were doing at any point.
Yeah, the first map was slightly different because we would always coordinate. Like when they went on point to recap it, artillery would always wait until they've recapped the point before shooting. Because it's the same with like rifles. If you just sit there and shoot at them while they're recapping point, even if they like take half losses, they're all gonna get all those tickets back because they're going to go to your morale level. So you want to wait until they capture a point, and then you just shoot them down with arty and rifles and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, that was just kind of the little things.
Yeah,
But not really on a grand scale of things.
Yeah, other than that, I don't think I have any more questions, Lakota or McPhail. I think if you have any.
Those are some pretty good questions you had.
I do have a question about that second map for CSA. Whoever wants to answer this, whoever's playing on CSA second map. Towards the end there, it seemed like everybody got really spread out, and then when the Union was moving towards point and eventually capped and won the match, was there any conversation about consolidating quicker, or really, I'm kind of at a loss why people weren't closer to the point at that point. It seemed like everybody was really spread out. Just wondering what was going on within the command chat at that time, and why you guys decided to be ultra conservative on that map.
So like I said, the chat was kind of non-existent. A lot of the regiments playing as CSA didn't actually turn up to the officer chat. And the ones that were there just had their mic on mute the whole time. So I can only speak for like me and the 24th. We were kind of desperately shouting to regiments saying like, what are you doing? Can we please attack? Can we please like put a timestamp down to attack? And then when that went on for like 5 or 10 minutes and like just radio silence. So what we ended up doing was sending runners. So we would just get guys to break off from our line. We kind of treated it like historical rules. So we're just sending runners to other regiments saying like, hey guys, can we attack? And then the runners were kind of coming back empty handed saying like, oh, they're not talking to us. And then it wasn't until actually, I think it was either myself or Colonel Pearl who died. And then we kind of like saw the map when you're respawning, and we saw that there was like a regiment just holding really far back in the woods. It was like 20, I think it was between like 20 and 25 guys were just kind of sitting like, if you're kind of looking at the cornfield, like really, really far back into the woods, and they were just sat there for like maybe 10, 15 minutes, just like hearing melees going off and stuff and just not moving. I'm not even sure who those guys were, to be honest, but yeah, so when we charged into point at the end, it was kind of just like Peachcore was the only regiment that charged, and I think Hood's charged like almost got to point, and there was like 3 other CSA regiments that didn't even charge at the end. And I honestly can't tell you why. I just think they just didn't really know what was going on. That's my only explanation.
Yeah, that's really rough when communication breaks down like that. That's happened when I've been in command chat a couple of times. You just get crickets and nobody's really answering each other. And it's really important that just to keep open lines of communication and even try to pull together as much as you can. Like, just don't give up. But you guys did the best that you could with the cards being played, so you shouldn't feel too bad about what happened.
Oh no, absolutely, dude. We definitely fought hard, and I said to my guys, we tried our best, and it was just unfortunate we couldn't take on the Union ourselves, so it just wasn't quite enough of us. But it was still a good fight. It was still definitely GG.
So hopefully that can be a good lesson for other regiments in the future. Like, don't let your communication break down, because we saw what happened this evening, and sorry that happened to you guys, and that really sucks.
McPhail, did you have any questions? Or Lakota, did you have any more questions?
I'll do one for CSA the first round. Did you guys, was taking that hill on the left side a big priority? You guys went pretty light on that right side against the corn. I know PA was over there, and I think they were the only ones over there, so A and V and everybody else is on the other side. Was that part of the original strategy, or did that kind of just come about?
Well, I mean, the CSA right is easier for artillery to hit compared to CSA left. So that's why we put more guys on the left to be more aggressive on there, and then let the artillery deal with whatever's in the corn with PA and 9th Corps. And then obviously we had 42nd capping the point and stuff, so it was it was mainly just trying to do as much. Boss's strategy was to just go for kills and get as much, kill as many tickets as we could before we capped the point every time.
Which I think we definitely succeeded in doing.
Yeah. And then the also that round, that's the one I had the most questions about. The second one was basically pretty straightforward. You guys just won. The first one though, when you guys capped this second time, when it was still taking losses for the Union, did you guys mean to do that, or were you hoping they'd go down, or?
I think we had a timer of 25 minutes or around there to cap it again. Which kind of worked in our favor because when they hit breaking, it meant that we had like 23 minutes to get them into last stand or cap point. So they were kind of screwed at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie. Definitely felt a brave thing to do.
Yeah, and I also want to say that first map, CSA, excellent job capping the point right away on hills. Me and a few other people were big advocates of keeping that cap point and are keeping that point cap just the way you guys did. That was an excellent move right off the bat, just pushing to the point. So good on you guys. I just wanted to add that comment.
Yeah, I think our record is on that map. I think we've had it both sides taking losses at 38 minutes still on the clock.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's just cap straight away and keep capping.
Does anyone have any more questions or comments they'd like to make for the round or tonight's event?
Not that I think of.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, sounds good. With that being said, the European Grand Campaign Discord is in the description below if you want your regiment to join up. Lots of fun, as you can see, a lot of casualties today. Very, very good. On top of that, all the regiments that participated in this event will be in the description as well. Join one of them, lots of fun. Join the Battle Line Discord. We need more frontline reporters and announcers like we had today. It was absolutely beautiful to have multiple perspectives like we did from both sides and the overview. And I hope to continue having that going forward. So yeah, that being said, please like, comment, share, subscribe for more. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a good night.